Hey loves, it's Shay Amour here, and I thought I would come to you guys today with a new video where I wanted to show you how you can make your lace closure look like a frontal. This will be a full out tutorial where I will show you exactly how to bleach the knots as well as how to make your party look natural as well as create baby hairs. Now before we get into the tutorial, I wanted to show you exactly what hair that I will be using within this video. The hair that I have is from Hjweavebeauty.com. I have 3 bundles as well as a lace closure. The bundles lengths are 16, 18, 20 with a 16-inch lace closure. Now, in order to make your lace closure look like a lace frontal, the first thing that you want to do is hide the knots on the closure. Now, you can either bleach the knots or you can use your makeup face powder to hide the knots. I decided to go in and bleach the knots on my closure. So the products that I will be using is first the L'Oreal Quick Blue bleaching or lightening powder. I will also be using Clairol's 30 Developer. I also have a mixing bowl, a plastic spoon, as well as a plastic knife. Now you want to mix your lightening or bleaching powder with the 30 Developer and just make sure that the mixture is not too runny. You want it thick enough that it will not bleed onto the hair when you apply it onto the lace. Now I'm going to go ahead and apply the bleach to the back of the closure, and I'm going to be using my plastic knife to spread the bleach all over the lace closure, making sure that I do not miss any spots. Now, bleaching the knots on a closure, the time frame can be different based on how quickly the bleach lifts the color of the lace. So in this instance, I actually had to leave this on for about 45 to 50 minutes before I started to see that the knots were being bleached. Now I did go in and rinse off the bleach, and then I actually added a purple shampoo. I used the Shimmer Lights purple shampoo, and with the purple shampoo, it's supposed to tone down the orange brassiness that you can get with bleaching the knots on your closure. Now, the next thing that I'm going to do is go ahead and tint the lace on the back of the closure, or tint the lace. And the reason why I'm doing this is because a lot of times when you do bleach the knots on your closure, you do get a lighter lace color. So I wanted to make sure that the lace matches closely to my skin tone. So I will be using some boiling water. I also will be using Adore Honey Brown as well as Adore Darkest Brown color and mixing it all together. I also added in some sea salt to kind of tone down the redness that is in the Honey Brown and Darkest Brown color. Now, it only took a few seconds for the lace to tint. Now, you can leave it in longer just depending on how dark you want your lace, but based on my skin tone, I only had to leave it in for a few seconds. And after that, I just went ahead and washed the lace closure with some shampoo as well as some conditioner. Now, the next step that you want to do to make your closure look more like a frontal is go in and tweeze the hairline on the closure. Now, this closure, it did come slightly pre-plucked, but I still went in and tweezed out some of the hairs just to make it look a little less bulky. Now that I have bleached the knots on the closure as well as tinted the lace and tweeze out the hairline, the next thing I'm going to do is go ahead and sew down my lace closure onto my wig cap. Now I've already started installing 2 of the bundles onto my wig cap to make my wig, and I'm just basically just sewing it down with 2 needles and thread. I'm just sewing both sides and then the back to make sure that the closure lays flat. Now, before I make my lace closure look even more natural, what I wanted to do is actually style the wig first. So as you guys can see, I wanted to show you exactly whether or not the hair can straighten, and the hair does straighten very well. I did have my flat iron on about 375, and I just wanted a straight looking wig, so that's why I went ahead and flat ironed all the hair. Okay guys, so this is the finished wig, and I'm going to go ahead and cut the excess lace off on the front of the closure and then go ahead and install the wig onto my head. So the next thing I'm going to do is go ahead and apply a little bit of some face powder just to kind of hide the front of the lace. And the next thing I'm going to do is go ahead and apply a little bit of Got2b gel just to kind of hold down the ends of the closure, because I don't know if you guys noticed that the ends of the closure is a little bit blunt. It doesn't matter like how you cut it, it just still looks blunt. So I wanted to apply some of the gel to kind of lay it down a little bit better. So now what I'm going to do is go ahead and create some baby hairs, and I'm just tweezing out some of the hairs in the baby hairs because I don't want my baby hairs to be too thick. So I'm just using my tweezers to tweeze some of the hairs out, and then I'm going to go in with my razor and cut down the baby hairs. And right now I'm just using my edge brush and comb to create the baby hairs. I did apply a little bit of the Got2b gel just to, to help lay down the baby hairs on the closure. Now I'm just using my curling wand to lay down the parting and the hairs a little bit more, and then I actually applied a little bit of mousse because I had a couple of flyaways, so I used some mousse to lay down the flyaways. And this is the final look, you guys. I really hope you enjoyed this tutorial. If you have any questions or comments, leave them down below. I just want to say thank you so much for watching. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, definitely subscribe, and then also follow me on Instagram. My Instagram information will be down below in the description section. If you guys are interested in Hjweavebeauty hair, I will leave all their information in the description section as well. I'm going to go ahead and get out of here, and I will see you guys in my next video.